Recording in progress.
Mama tell me when. You know me, I go pull up and I be my proper Benz. Long as you know they give me no problem. You don't even have to be my girlfriend. Hey, every twist and every turn and every bend. You making up my life, you know me ready for defend. Make you know they demo, make you know they pretend. You know say now only me they keep you healing. Hey, because every time I hear your body calling for me, I go outside in a hurry. I don't know waiting you they do me. If I do you wrong, I'm sorry. Nobody do you like I do. You never say nobody move like I move. You don't know say I do me, I do you too. When I saw you, I remember the feeling of the summer. My fire was for the like timber. Tiptoeing across you like a ninja. Ease back and give me some time to process. I need a little more time with you as an option. Give me some time to process. I need a little more time to physically like this.
The new season of Coke Studio is here. We're launching with the Coke Studio Anthem, Be Who You Are, conducted by Grammy-winning American multi-instrumentalist, singer and composer John Baptiste, and featuring Colombian musician Camilo, Korean pop sensations New Jeans, and American rapper J.I.D.
It's John Baptiste, and you can listen to my new song right now on Spotify.
Click or tap to listen.
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Little Xan, and my new single Noda is available to listen to on Spotify.
Let's just run away. 2020 ain't the same. People walking coffins, we don't stop it, but we play it safe. Please just put the gun away. I remember summer days, I remember better days. I remember when the gray skies never wanna fade away. When your friends look at you and don't remember your name.
Everyone else has left now.
The corner, okay.
What can we do now? Maybe let it burn out.
Oh no, she's like, yeah.
Oh, I can feel my face.
No video. No video.
It's twisted in weird ways. Wondering what can we do now? Maybe let it burn out.
I'm nobody does. Nobody cares.
Maybe you should stay here with me. Let's just make it a home party.
We have your votes for yourself. Oh.
Race against the sunlight, wanna have a long night. Nightmare stories, nightmare stories. Under spotlight, don't let me out of your sight.
I am. When I do this, come on in. I go, you put my phone. Oh, that's good. Mark this.
Maybe you should stay here with me. Let's just make it a home party. Stick together like without. I know it's getting late now, baby.
I will be here the whole time. Welcome everyone to our tonight's meeting. Thanks for joining us. I know it's getting warm out there. Woo. It's getting hot out there.
We're supposed to go into a heat dome.
Heat dome?
That's what they called it, a heat dome the next week. I don't know.
100. It means 109, 110 degrees. That's what it means. So. Yeah. So love your open houses because they're gonna be running it, right? Come on in, Shirley. Come on, Shirley. Can't get around that way.
Can't get around that.
So that's like. Everyone here, okay. We got a great sponsor for today's meeting, Kayla.
Yeah. She's right here. Sorry, that's my fault. She's helping me.
Oh, she's helping you.
Thank you for having me.
Sorry for public section. I just want to mention that we have our free plan standard, ultimate and platinum. If you're looking at this t-shirt, make sure if your clients need AC, not to order that one because it doesn't include it. So just pay attention. And if you guys have questions, always call me or have your clients call me. I'm always good. Thank you for having me.
And she provided our beautiful food today. And it would be unwise to put your clients in a home warranty that doesn't cover the AC in the middle of summer. Amen. You will get a nasty phone call. All right, thank you, Gayla. TCPA, please don't spam people. There are lawsuits, including realtors are now suing. Tell me something good. There's a lot happening in July. Just so you guys know, I am leaving for my family tomorrow. We'll be in Costa Rica with my family. So I'll be out next week. So, but I will still be available by email and text. You just may have a delayed response. I'll respond when I can. But Sam and Bruce are still here, and Vince is still here. So everyone here to help you. All right. Anyone else?
Well, I got my third surgery on my ankle, and at this time, they locked me up, laid out. I can now bend my foot, bend my toe, and this, and there's basically pain free.
All right. All right.
Yeah, so that next Wednesday after that, I'll be headed to Dallas and Nolens.
Knowledge.
Knowledge. I'll be good.
In 9 days, if the good Lord willing and the creek don't rise, I'll make 85 years old.
85. You're the youngest 85-year-old I know.
I know.
I'll throw my hat in too. I'll be 72 at the end of the month.
Oh, yeah, I guess we're gonna get to that. We have a lot of birthdays next year. That's so awesome. Congratulations, dude. Anyone else know something good? No, we're gonna do stuff out there. I'm super excited. We have our guest today. She's gonna come up a little later, but I'm super happy she's here. And she's running for board, so we're super excited. Gotta put our own people on the board, right? We got it. All right. Happy birthday. There's a lot of July birthdays. Don, Luke, Benoit, Nada, Reggie today. Is Reggie here?
Yeah, I was gonna say, Reggie here.
That was the birthday. That'd be awesome. And Jenny, Hamlet, Lily, Nina, 18. Everyone more.
Wow.
I know. Bruce. Bruce, what are you turning? You want to announce your age?
65. I got the Medicare card in my wallet.
Bruce is so picture 65. It's like, well, I'm hypermedic here. I've never seen anyone do 65. I'm here at least. Leon, you're here? Yeah. Eric, Andrew, Dexter, so much. You should be singing happy birthday.
Yeah.
That's okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Awesome. We are going on with this. We are here to success results through people. So I'm going to say this personally. This is a big point of mine on my belief system. Is if you can get in the idea of having success through others, and if you have others, if you are concerned about others having success, you will have a great life and a great business. I can tell you, if you ever want to run a team or be a mega agent, this is going to be something you're going to be highly focused on. because you have to have success through others. If you ever have a dream of retiring or getting your business to a simpler place where you don't have to do day-to-day business at a high level, then you need to embrace the success through others. So I just want to understand that you can have success through others, through your clients, through your vendors as well. So I often meet with my vendors and I'll say, hey, and we have a different relationship because I'll sit down and say, hey, we do this amount of business. We have a lot of referrals we want to give. And this is our expectation, but we want to make this a win-win relationship. What would make it a win for you? And then we even say, well, what would make it a win for you so much that you feel that you could refer people you meet to us for your real estate sales? What would our relationship have to look like for you to do that? And they tell you, this and this and this and this. And I said, great, then we will strive to achieve that goal with you, right? And that way you have success through others, right? And if you can get success through others, you're gonna have a high success rate. Anyone else want to chime in on this? Stephen G's having tried to have success through others. So.
I continue to have success.
But it is challenging, right?
It is very challenging.
Just so you're gonna have to pour into people, invest in people, and make it a win-win. Find out what their goals are, what they're trying to achieve, and work toward their goals, and then you will have success. I can care if you can do your real estate business that way. You realize, I was talking to Melinda this morning. I said, a lot of people are concerned about being salesy when they talk to people, right? And I go, you can be intentional and even aggressive with people and not come off salesy if it's about them. If you make the goal about them and their goals and what they're trying to achieve and not worry about their commission check, then you're not going to come off salesy, because if you're intense about their goals, they're going to be like, wow, this person cares about my goals more than I do, right? And you're going to come off intentional about that, and they're never going to feel salesy about that. They're going to feel like, wow, they're trying to have they're concerned about my success, right? About my success. Okay, awesome. Anyone else? Congratulations, first transaction closed. Oh. Never mind. We'll do that next week. Just close. Congratulations, Parmal team, 5 closings. Congratulations to Rich and Ariel on JDRG 4 and 3 closings. Michael Taylor 3. Oh, Rich. Similar. Okay, there you go. Amethyst, Bobby Atkins, Eternity, Jacqueline, and Jose Chicho. And then we have Andrew, Brian, Danielle, David, Diana, Janelle, Jeremy, Kevin, Zinzi, Nada, Nancy, Thelma, and Wendy, all 1 closing. Congratulations to everybody. I want to say this is 2 weeks. See all these closings. Everyone said market interest rates are 7.5%. And I'll say these 4 and 3, at least on our team, all buyers. All buyers. So there are people buying, even at 7.5%. Still doing it. So if you're getting that objection, you're like, oh, the market's taking my business. You're just not talking to the right people. You're not talking to the right people or saying the right things. All right, congratulations to those people. Oh, that was here. Never mind. Congratulations to their first transaction. Nancy Friday, Wendy Bank. Congratulations. Picture listings. I know we got listings out there standing.
Listing on Stony Beck. Stony Beck seems to go in and out.
It does.
I can't understand it. The last one was, of course, not the fault of the seller. The buyer actually lost their job. Yes, you don't hear that much, but yes, they lost their job. And we were like so close to being done. So with that being said, Stony Beck is 8365. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Really nice house over off of Calvine by Albury. And over by also Monterey Trail. So it's a very nice house. It's priced to sell $460,000. So did I say 460? I just say 460. Yeah. So anyway, bring your clients and what have you. It's not going to last long, folks. So come on and see it.
Mr. Legend.
Yeah. God is good.
All the time.
All the time.
God is good.
All right. Important question for you guys. How come you guys haven't sold my listing in 3 of the cities? It's the lowest listing in South Sonoma. We just lowered the price down again, 430. For those of you who don't know, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1336 square feet. We also have a new listing in Vacaville, 860, 2700 square feet, beautiful. We also have a listing back in the market, Nantucket, we lowered the price again. It's 560, 4-bedroom, 1-story, 1900 square feet, beautiful. And then, you got two?
So I got one in the Belrose 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo. And then I have one coming up next week in the Thomas Park. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1800 square foot, right across the walking distance to the clubhouse. You got the park right there, it's at the end of a cul-de-sac, and that one's gonna go on the market at 559.
Is that Belrose, can it go to an investor or
No.
percentages?
Yeah, percentages off. That's the biggest thing that we're running into right now, that it needs to be a prime. And that was on the market at 340. Yeah, and it was good, but there's room for negotiation, so bring a buyer. Yeah.
Anyone else put your listings? Rich?
We have our beautiful listing in the Rivers, 291 Westlake. It's 4, 3.5, 2,600 square feet. We're at $1,075,000. It backs up right to the park. We have 0.75 acre lot here, 95838 at 300,000. We're actually working with AZ to get builder design. We'll be able to share that in the next week or so. So if you have a builder, developer, or something like that, they did, the next property over actually did that, put 4 properties on.
Yeah, someone bought the lot next door, put 4 units on it and sold all 4 units.
We also have 2552 Villa Terrace. We just dropped the price, 612,500. That's a 2.5 condo in a gated community. There's only 24 homes in that community, right in Sierra Oaks. Super great neighborhood. Low HOA as well, low maintenance. We do have one off market as well. It will go on the market August 4th. If we don't sell it off market, it's a 4.2, 2168 square feet on the east side of 99 in Elk Grove. That's at 607 on Oglethorpe. But the sellers are moving to Kansas. They are willing to entertain off market. So it's at 607 4. Yeah. And nothing else. That's cool. Oh, we do have one. No, it's not going off market. So.
Anyone else? Francine?
Yeah. Okay, so we've got a 3, 2.5. Actually, it's the same neighborhood where I live, 95833, 2202 Sandcastle Way. Listed for 35, probably in about 3 weeks, maybe, we'll have it ready to market. And so I think it's 15 to 67 square feet.
Right. Good job, Francine. Anyone else with listings? I'll pitch them. All right, congratulations everyone with their listings. That's awesome. See, listings are still happening. They say there's no. But go take your listings. They're gonna go take, they're in the database. I want to tell you a little story real quick. I had a bunch of leads from old open house leads and people kicked on a Facebook ad and all this stuff that never responded to us. We called it our lead pool. And it was actually over the years, and this is about 6 years now. It's turned into about 6,800 people. Like that. And they never responded to us, never answered a phone call, never responded to a text. We maybe met at an open house, they never continued with us, right? Those sort of things. And we just did a text to them, we called the golden text, said, hey, are you planning to buy a home in 2023? Plan to buy, sell, or investment in real estate in 2023? Type 1 for yes, type 2 for no. We sent it to these people. And we got a lot of stops, like, hey, leave me alone. But out of our 6,800, we're getting about 1 out of 41 of 50 said yes. We ended up with close to 100 yeses.
Whoa. People we never talked to.
Never talked to ever. Never talked to ever. 6, 7, sometimes like they bought a home and now they want to sell it. Right, that's how old they are. So just reach out and touch even to people that are never talked to you before. Right? And just note so that it's spreading a lot of our business in the 3rd quarter. So just know there's people in your database, and that's totally cold, dead leads Imagine you actually talk to your database. What would they say, right? Really? Yeah, what would happen? So, just so you know, the people that are doing actively working their sphere and actively working their databases and talking to people are still finding the people that want to buy it.
I have 3 more listing appointments in 2 weeks, all from this. We have one listing already signed, and we're following up just in a month and a half.
Okay, so how many of you have old open house leads? That you just, they're sitting on a list somewhere? They never responded to you. You think you could?
How many of those people have a 36 cut plan?
Exactly.
We heard from them. This is special, it's being custom designed. We're working on it.
The listings are in your, they're in your sphere, they're in your lead follow-up, they're all in the whole. Well,
How many people have a plan? That's what you probably would.
yeah, I would have a plan to have a 36 ever. You don't have a 36 ever talk about this. If the idea of sitting down and grinding a 36 touch database together, this makes you want to pull your out. All right, capper alert, congratulations, we have several cappers, you can still cap in this market. Okay, Jose, Janelle, and Andre, congratulations on cap. Janelle, you're here. What have you been doing to get you 100%, Janelle? That's it? So wait, you just focus on buyers only, and you still cap? The rates? What? The rates? That's mind blowing, Janelle. She's doing only buyers with 7.5% rate as he caps. Hey. So, people. You'll find the blame. Remember, everyone said, oh my gosh, the market's 40% down. But 60% sell no matter what. Like they sell no matter what, right? You just gotta find them. They're there. All right, congratulations. March News. You guys know I've been not hearing a lot, but we have a July give back contest because it's a little part of the market. So we decided to give back. Number 1 winner, either in office, you will get your next transaction, unless if you're already capped and we'll wait till you have to. But you'll get 1 transaction with no 20% commission split if you win. You get 100% commission on the next. Who wants that? You like that? Okay. Number 1, second place, you will have a waived obviously you won't even charge you a fee. Yes. How you do that? You have to refer an online agent. Attend a team meeting, so we're going to take a picture here so we know that's 3 points. Refer an agent with 7 tries, 5 points. If you refer an agent with 8 or more trends in the last 12 months, you get 10 points. The first place winner gets that. We are trying to help you. We're trying to make this a win-win. So if you help us with our goals, we will help you with your goals of more money. Right? So more money in your bank. This July contest, we already have. Oh, well, we will be posting. We already have some people referred, so we have our rankings going. You'll see that on our Facebook groups. Super ranking, and get those people in there. Refer. Remember, these are people you're doing transactions with. If you're talking to someone on the other side of your transaction, you can tell they're struggling in their business. Invite them to a team. Refer them. So, trust me, everyone's feeling that right now. All right. Any questions on this? This is our July contest, and if you have a good time, maybe we'll do it in August. Okay.
Who were the team leaders there?
Oh, sorry, this is for both. Just so you know, there's our Fair Oaks office. We have a Fair Oaks office too. I don't know if you met Michelle Saragosa. She used to be the team leader at Stockton. She is now the team leader at Fair Oaks. And Stephen is the ATL. So if you're at the Fair Oaks office, it's happening there. Yeah. All right. Okay, 2002 open house marketing plan, hosting open houses. You can send over your information today, Wednesday, by noon, and have your open house posted on our public Facebook page. So we're making an effort to drive more traffic and create buzz for you. So if you send us who you're doing your open house for to there by today by noon, we will post it and we will boost it for you so that we will get that out there for you to get more traffic for you. So that you let us know by Wednesday today. All right, this is something we're trying to do to help you generate more business and more stuff coming down the pike. You're going to be very excited. We're bringing stuff to you that's going to help you generate more business. All right. This is super exciting.
Yes.
We have negotiated a buyout on our old printer company, and we have got new printers, and this took like, oh my God, I know more about printers than I ever want to freaking know. But we are getting 3 new color, all of them will be color printers. So you can color print on any of them. They will default black and white, so don't worry. You're not going to cut your cards color. They'll default black and white, but if you want color, you can print on any of them at any on the level. Those are coming in tomorrow.
Tomorrow we'll be getting them, so please bear with us. You're gonna get 3 emails. Everybody's gonna get a new pin. So we'll take a little bit of time to get everybody switched over, right? But it's gonna be so much better. We're gonna have our tech people here tomorrow, as well as the company that we're going with to switch them all out and get it all handled. So tomorrow's the day.
So the good news is, I can tell you, we're getting all color printers. We're also getting better quality printers, great less. And we've worked out those ink issues, so now we'll have ink here more timeliness. So amazing.
Thank you, team. Yeah.
As a whole thing, yeah, we worked. So, but if you're worried about printing and having your connections, and make sure you're here tomorrow with laptop or whatever, because we'll have the tech people here. They will be able to do your thing.
Make sure I have your primary email address that you want used for your printers.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
make sure your email's right, because that pin will be going to your primary email in our system. And that will make sure where you need to start doing your stuff to make sure that you can access our printer. And the good news is, because of our new system, once you do your pin, it'll work on all 3.
Yep.
You know that special one where you don't have to type in your email, you can just put your name here, it'll be on all 3 of them, right? So if you work with that, they're gonna have a nice.
Yeah, you have a question?
Yeah.
John, I think on behalf of everyone in this room, I speak for everyone in this room.
Thank you.
It wasn't an easy thing, trust me. What's our buyout? I forget. We are literally buying out our contract. It's like a $28,000 buyout.
The other company bought us out.
Literally, we worked the deal so much that other companies buying us out of our current contract. Marcus, oh, no way. Just so everyone's project is like a 1-year, grinding project. All right, barbecue's happening July 29th, couple of weeks now. Please come. 11:33. It's going to be awesome. We have a DJ. We have a mixologist coming. Tony's doing hamburgers, little hot dogs. I'm gonna do my special family recipe chicken. Oh. It's good stuff. So we're gonna have a lot of, we're gonna have an 8-foot grill there downtown. So if you want to have a lot of fun, please join us. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I rumor we're gonna have like 1,000 water balloons. 1,400 water balloons. Thank you, Alex. And a bounce. So you can go wet or dry, chicken or hamburger, bouncy or not bouncy. Music or no music, you're good. Oh yeah, bring your family, bring your kids, yes. Oh, no. Well, there's a mixologist on the music, and then there's a mixologist on the cocktails. Yeah. Please invite your family. It's not just you, but please bring your family. There'll be lots of kids there. It'll be crazy. They will make new friends. It'll be awesome. It's a lot of fun every time. We do have shade there, but I'd advise you, if you have a little tent, probably bring a tent, because we will get a little bit warm. We want to sit down and have some chairs. We'll have chairs there, don't get me wrong. So if you don't want your chairs, we'll have lots of chairs, but if you want some chairs. Okay, anyone else? You good? Be there. Like what happened? All right. Third Thursday, who was here at the last third Thursday? Awesome, was a lot of fun. But unfortunately, I'll be on vacation. So our team leaders, he said, who's Steven and who's Michelle? They will actually be here from Fair Oaks. They'll host our third Thursday here, so you get to meet them as well. Good, and you can always refer to the Fair Oaks office as well, and those recruited as well. So third Thursday, we'll have drinks, food, networking, fun. If you were here last time, it's a lot of fun. Come join us. Just there's no agenda, no training. Hey, get to know your fellow agent. Have some drinks, have some fun. It's a lot of fun. All right. A tailgate, River Cats on September 15th, Friday. Please book your tickets. This is also fun. We do a tailgate. We grill a lot too. That's crazy too. And we have a lot of fun. It's good. Good time. You put something a little fun, agents, food and drink. It's awesome. We know how to make a big scene happen. All right. Club check-in, just so you know, 370 contacts last week, 5 appointments set, 4 appointments set, 1 buyer signed, 124 door knock, 2 escrows, 6 closing, 5 open houses. This is the further proof. You just do the work. The habit can lead you to the fall. I'll put some salt on your tongue. I can't make you drink. You gotta drink. And drink comes in a little bit of hard work. I'm so happy to welcome our guest.
Everyone?
We have a little bit of, yeah, we did. Connie is a highly experienced, really track record, 14 years experience.
Yeah.
She sold over 1,000 homes because she ranked in the top 1% of agents in America. Yeah, she is a very nice person. Team leader for a top performing small team. Connie's expertise and dedication have earned her numerous accolades. Speaking on client loyalty for family reunion sessions was a huge honor just this year. So she was also a family reunion speaker.
Yep.
So she holds a bachelor's degree in economics from University of California, Davis. And Connie's an active member of Seed Associates of the National Institute of and SAR, where she serves as the She also contributes to leadership growth at Keller Williams Elk Grove as a member agent of the Leadership Council, ALC, serving 10 years serving on the board of directors at ARIA. Yeah. He's proud affiliated with Keller Williams with the luxury community. While her best year was 2020, helping 108 families with the real estate goals, affirming Connie staying true to the developments, growing your and MAREA team is one of the best functions to date. So thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
We're gonna do a little Q&A here. So, we have this in our. So I know you've been doing it 14 years now. So, what's the one thing you learned about how to have success in this business over the last 14 years?
Be authentic, be yourself, and connect with people. 80% of our business this calendar year came from our database. And I can tell you, we don't pay for leads. So I don't like paying the 25% of people. I like to keep more. And honestly, what you just said, reaching out to your database, we have a huge database. They get loved on. They get touched. We do more than the 36 touches that command teaches. Our team, we operate completely out of command. So every morning I wake up with tasks, things to do, people to call. And believe it or not, you just need to call them. When you do the DTD2, it takes away the call bias. How many times when we're being told, okay, you need to make phone calls, we pick up the phone and we're trying to dial our best friend, call our mom, right? With DTD2, you wake up and it says, okay, this week is A and W or whatever. And you just call the ones with those last names. And literally just a board conversation of how are you doing, how's family? What are you doing this summer for fun, right? You want to talk about family, occupation, because Stephen or someone just mentioned, people do get layoffs.
Oh, yeah.
Right? The market is changing. Companies are, downsizing. So check on your people. And when you ask them what they're doing for fun, because who doesn't want to talk about their next vacation? So you talk for fun. And then I always close with, what are your real estate goals? What are your dreams?
what are your plans for wealth building? Because when you tell people you do real estate, everybody wants to talk about the market. And I just try not to get into the, oh yeah, 7.5%. Okay, people were selling homes at 15, 20%. So who are we to complain about 7.5? We just got really spoiled with the unicorn years of 2, 2.5, 3%. I mean, I personally locked mine in at 2.75. So I think I'm not moving in this lifetime. Right? So we just have to educate them and then ask them, what is their true reason? Divorce, marriage, death, birth, those are all valid reasons and reasons why people are now needing to make a move, regardless of whether it's 7.5% or $600,000 for, you know, a 3-bed, 2-bath in Oak Grove. There's a need. So we call and love on our people, and that's been the success of our business. We reinvest now because when we track, my best year, the 108 units was me and a buyer's agent. Yet I didn't have an assistant 6 of those 12 months because I refused to have bad company. If that's a bad assistant, I'd rather be without than to have one that I'm like cringing in, you know, opening my office door. Oh, do I have to be here? I'm like, I'm the business owner here. Like, why are you afraid about, oh, okay, what's going to go on today? So yet in the last 2 years, we've gotten coaches for our admin staff. So I have an operations team of operations manager and a client care manager. Because our business is so, we're so dependent on our database, and a lot of our business is coming from our database. I'm like, why am I not investing a full-time human being to love on them? I love on them, yet I want to stay in my lane. The sales part, the surgery. So when I go on listing appointment, I tell people I am a surgeon. Full disclosure, I'm not a doctor. I'm like, how are you a doctor? How are you a surgeon? Right? I say my time is best consulting with you to figure out a game plan. And you will see, here's the list of people who will be contacting you. I don't need to call you and tell you, hey, Mary, photography is 3 o'clock Wednesday. That's not the best use of my time. And I guarantee you that's not the best use of your time. So please, it was perfect when you guys started with success through others. I used to think I can do it best. I do it better than everyone else. So why am I, you know, letting other people do it? And I'm reading this book called Buy Back Your Time. If someone else can do it 80% as good as you can, it is so worth it. And the ROI of that is, as long as you get a 4-to-1 return, like I don't need to make that phone call. I can say, okay, yeah, it took me 15 seconds to tell someone 3 o'clock Wednesday. But I'm a high D. I'm also an I. So ID, I'm quick. I want to love on you, but I want to be quick. So I don't want to say, hey, John, 3 o'clock Wednesday, bye. Right? That's cool with another D. Yeah. But if someone is a high I, they want to talk, okay, are you ready? Are all the furniture put together? Have the dishes been washed? So an I would feel like, Connie, why aren't you asking me all these questions? But Connie's in a hurry. So I hire an high I. She'll talk your ears off, but she'll love on you. She'll make you feel like there's that white glove service. I always believe in the Disney, you know, when you go there at Disneyland, you're always so happy because the employees are so vested in your experience, right? We charge a lot of money to sell their home. So why not provide that extra service? They're already paying us, guys. We level up. And if you want to say, oh, well, you're getting paid anyways. No. The referrals, how they feel during the transaction, throughout the transactions, will pay you multiple times after that, right? So why 80%? Because they remember how they feel, and they're like bragging about it, telling their friends, families about the incredible experience. So that's why we reinvest back into them. All client parties. 2 weeks ago, I had a client appreciation party at my house, and we had 300 people. It was phenomenal, right? It was very exhausting. Truth be told, 14 years into it, I'm finally doing a big party. My first party was just in my backyard. We barbecued, like John, we love food. Unlike John, I haven't done my walk and run yet, but I'm working on it, John. I'm probably, Right, so when you're starting out and you don't have a huge budget, don't invite 300 people, right? All the 300 people that came to the party wasn't just something I put on Facebook. These are all people we've been paid for, right? We've gotten paid from a service that we provided. So that was it was invite only. And I'm telling you, 14 years into, I'm finally doing that. But Yvonne, you remember when I first started, it was really little. And Gary Keller always says, lead with revenue. Don't spend the money you don't have. Don't go borrow the money to have the party for the business you don't have yet. Start cultivating that relationship. Start building your skills. Relationship is important, and yet your skills are equally important. We are now,
even at the beginning, they were still valued. So the same people are coming 10 or 14 years later.
Absolutely.
And it has changed, but they came 14 years ago because they wanted.
absolutely. And I
Even
think
if we were paying these
yes. And providing value, because your database are already people who know, love, and maybe trust you, right? They trust you to a certain, on a personal level, but you have to attend more training, you have to sharpen your tools to earn their trust as a professional. When I started my business in 2009, a girlfriend was buying a short sale house. And I'm like, okay, we're licensed, right? We're licensed to help buyers. I wasn't prepared to do listings, so I didn't go for listings. And she said to me, I didn't want to mix business with pleasure. I'm like, excuse me, what do you mean? Like, I need you. We're friends. I kind of expected your business. Yet at the same time, I knew, because I was brand new, that she chose to go with another producer, because I mean, truth be told, I just got my license. Hey, John, do you want to buy a house? She wasn't convinced. And I don't fault her for that. I was a little butthurt, right? But I don't fault her for that because I didn't have the tools yet. And about 3 years ago, when I was already a top producer, she came to me and said, hey, we want to sell our investment property and I think we want to hire you. And I was happy, but in the back of my mind, go, don't you want to not mix business with here, right? So I sold her investment property for top dollars. Yet I reflected on that and said, okay, well, I knew you 14 years ago. I didn't get your business. We're still friends then and now, but the difference was our credential, how the world sees us. So how you guys are showing up every day, how you're showing up on social media. I'm not saying everything on social media is real. I am, I do have my moments, but everything I post have been positive, because nobody wants to hear about, oh my God, huge headaches today, I don't want to make my calls. Keep that to yourself, because when you're a veteran, say that to each other here in this room, where it's a safe environment. But on the social media, on the World Wide Web, guys, people are watching. People are watching every agent, what each lender, each professional is doing and how you conduct yourself. And I want to challenge you to show people that you are going to a class. You're going to a training, you're doing something to sharpen your tools, because as I said earlier, we are really going into a skill-based business. I got really lucky in 2021 because I was prepared with the tools and the market lifted us, right? In hindsight, I'm like, those were unicorn years. I cannot repeat those years, right? Yet I took advantage of the fact that I was prepared. But right now, while 60,000 agents just left the business, that means more market share for you, more opportunities for you, but you have to be ready to take market share by sharpening your tools and go for the kill, right? 6,000 unmet, right? Cold leads that never did anything and never responded, but I bet you nobody got a hold of them the way you did. So imagine if you just go back and input everything in command and do a campaign drill. $3.99. It's literally free, guys, to do that. Gary Keller built this for us to use because he does not want to see us, right? Mega Camp is this August, and it's our 40th anniversary. So it's bigger than ever, and we are the #1 real estate brokerage, and let's keep it that way. So my hope is the 60,000 that left, maybe a small amount for KW, because we've been to other brokerages. I actually came from Century 21, and the trainings we have here in this company is unlike any other. And if you're not taking advantage of it, you're wasting your money and your time.
I feel like people feel, they start here, they feel they're spoiled, and they go, until they go somewhere else, they're like, oh.
Because we don't realize how good we have it here until we have a taste somewhere else, or until we go somewhere, we're like, okay, maybe I need to go get a JOB. The minute you think you need to go get a JOB, I want you to call me, 916-616-6446. I had a JOB, fresh out of college. I was a budget analyst at D&B Investigations. That sounds fun, right? Literally started at 8 o'clock. By 8:31, I'm looking out the window for, oh my God, is it 5 yet? And at a 25-year-old, 24-year-old, I was like, I cannot do this for another 31 years, because with the state, you have to be 55 to retire, right? And I wished and dreamed of an opportunity like this. Growing up, my family did not own a home, so we never really understood real estate was a career. You know, you could make money selling real estate. And when I stumble upon that, it's the biggest gift. And it has changed the trajectory of my family's wealth, my children's wealth, the choices we have, the options we have, the vacations we take. But I don't want you to be fooled. Those 14 years were hard, right? I put my head down, I do my thing, and now I see people trying to like, oh, should I get another job? And I'm just thriving because I was willing to put in the hard time, tough time first, and then now build a team. And newer friends that I've met, I'm like, God, how do I be like you? I'm like, well, you have to be willing to do what I did the first 10 years. You see me now in 21, you know, making all that money, and you're like, oh, I want to be that. But did you want to do that first? Because I did, right? People, because we're friends now, you see my success now, but you didn't see my grind and my struggle then. There were times when I would shut the door in my office and just cry because I was so stressed out. I didn't have a system. I didn't have a model. I was the surgeon, the nurse, the receptionist, the girl who cleans up the OR room. Right now, I'm how do I say this? I'm not a control freak anymore, or not so much, right? I'm willing to delegate, and I'm willing to let others help me. And by helping me, they're helping themselves. They're fulfilling their dreams, right? My operations manager left a job she hated to do this. So I rescue her. She rescued me. In exchange, I rescue her, and her business is doing better than ever.
So, tell me a little bit about that. I know you're building.
Well, that was the longest intro of my life.
Success to others now?
Yes.
That's a little bit different. So what are you doing to make sure you have your client care manager on top of their game, your operations person on top of their game, your buyers on top of their game? So,
We have playbook. We meet weekly. To ensure our operations team is doing what we're supposed to do. We have metrics. We have metrics on, okay, how many reviews did we get this quarter? Did that buyer or seller feel so compelled, the experience was so amazing that before the closing, we got a review? And how many referrals have we gotten from them? And we are now no longer waiting until we close escrow to ask for the review, because guess what? Once you have the house key, you gotta paint your house, you gotta move, you gotta do stuff. They get busy, so we actually ask throughout the transaction. Once they're in contract, congratulations. You want to touch it, you want to ask them during the high points. When their offer just got accepted, oh my God, they're excited. Call their say, let's go. Ask for a referral. When all contingencies have been removed, ask for a referral. Clear to close, ask for a referral. We're about to sign, ask for a referral. Key day, ask for a referral. Right? That way it ensures that the message is clear. So our operations have playbooks and metrics to meet. Our sales team, right now it's just me and a part-time agent. And we have weekly meetings of how many contacts we're making, how many appointments we're setting. Because when you measure how many closing, that's already too late. Those are lagging indicators, right? We need leading indicators of what you're putting in the pipeline. Don't tell me if you do all the activities here, you have no closing at the end. But if we're constantly watching closing and only tracking closing, we're already 45 days too late to change, to fix any problem. But we know, okay, you haven't done an open house in 2 weekends, girl, you're gonna hurt next week, right? If you haven't talked to anyone, if you haven't set any buyer broker agreement, if I haven't gone on a listing appointment, we can kind of already know what's gonna happen in 45 days. I don't need to be a psychic, but these have patterns. So what you do here is more important than, oh, how many closings we have.
So I started in 08, you started in 09, so this downturn seems light to me. So, but what are you doing? You went through that hard period and now you're in this hard period. What are you, I'm sure you're not adjusting your goals, you're just adjusting your activities. So what do you tell people, what characteristics, what habits do you need to have to be successful in this market or have a career that you have out? If I wanted to grind those 10 years, what do I need to have? Who do I need to be that person to get to where you are?
So right now we're focusing on the be, do, achieve.
Be, do, achieve.
Right?
Yeah.
It's no longer be, do, have, because what you have is irrelevant if you became a nasty person. John, you and I started in the market when it was rough. I remember Derek Kirk at Century 21 told me, what, you're coming into this business? Everyone just left like last week. Right? But I didn't know any better because I was leaving another terrible situation where I felt like I was in jail. So this was like, oh my God, this is fun. And I remember him telling me, okay, if you can survive this market, you can survive any market. And I didn't know any better, right? I think that the crash is the best time to come in because I didn't get spoiled from the good 2004, 2005, 2006 times, right? I only knew.
You only did that.
What? Okay, you want me to sell a house, a short sale house, wait 6 months to sell a $115,000 house and get $2,500 at the end of the day? So that's why today's market doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
I just have to remind myself, oh, hey, it was harder then. Let's not forget that, right? But if you only been in the business since 2021 or 20, you're like, what's going on here? Where's all the dough? The dough ain't here. You gotta go find the wheat to grind it. So to answer your question in a long extended way, education. That's the reason why I'm running for board of directors at SAR, because we have 8,000 members at SAR. We have a 10% participation rate in the voting, in classes, in anything. I mean, it's always the 80-20 rule. You guys know that. But yet I'm asking you to invest in yourself. I'm asking you to invest in your knowledge, your skills. No one can take that away from you. Yes, the market has changed. The market condition doesn't tell us how to act. It tells us what activities we need to do. I am now having to work twice as hard for half the money I used to make. Okay, so hear me loud and clear. Twice as hard for half the money, yet we are taking market share.
When you come out of it.
When you come out of it, 5% of the overall 100,000 homes is still better than 3% of 50,000, whatever that math is. Take market share, but you can't take market share until people trust you. Right now, I would ask you to refrain from predicting the market and doing posts about, oh, I think it's gonna do this, it's gonna do that. You don't know, I don't know. I have a degree in economics and I still don't know it because that degree is like 20 years old. Right? So don't try to like be that cool person that does a video like, oh my God, I think the burger's doing this. And then tomorrow, the government does something and then you just look so dumb. So I never want to talk that, I never talk race, I let my lender do that because nobody should be doing that. So invest in yourself and build a bunker. I think building the bunker is more important than anything else because how many times have we seen a new cool idea on how to make money and then all of a sudden something, oh, you know what, if you would just invest in this marketing plan, if you would just buy this QR code and this blah, 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 blah. None of that really will be the it thing. I guarantee you the only it thing is the thing you already have, which is your cell phone. Right? If you're not on command right now, fine. Use your contacts. Call A through Z. Don't tell me if you call through all of them every quarter, don't tell me you're gonna need to go get a JOB. Yet, because it's so simple, you already have it, you don't think it's gonna work because it can't be that easy, Connie. What do you mean? Right? I gotta go pay someone to build me a new website. I gotta pay someone to, create this new TikTok channel for me and be TikTok famous. Like, no. I know it's really old school, but you already have the tools. The only thing you need to do is have the mindset. I didn't know any better. So when the market was hard, I just knew. I did open houses, I door knocked. Me and this lender at Wells Fargo in the middle of summer, he was in suit and tie and I was wearing a dress with heels. We were door knocking. And till this day, he will remind me that we grind. And I said, Sonny, that's how you're successful. Show me someone who's successful who didn't grind. Right? But a lot of the time, not every successful person will be honest with you about the grind. But they want to say, oh, I just woke up this beautiful. No, I put on. Right? And they want to keep it cute, keep it simple, like, oh yeah, I just know this. Like, no, this is not a Karen. Right? So, but when you're grinding, no one knows that, but nobody needs to know. Right? Nobody needs to know. I do share, if you've known me long enough, you've seen my progression. But if you've only been friends with me since 2021, you'll think, oh my God, you just wake up like that? You're always having fun? I'm like, no. Right? But even while I'm having fun and entertaining and lead generating and networking with my database, my trade organization, I'm hosting Aria Mixer at my house tomorrow. Those are all relationship building. My husband's not in the business, he's an engineer, so total opposite of my personality. At the beginning of my career, why are you doing this? I'm like, do you understand? I get paid to talk to people. Like we all do. We get paid to talk to people. So talk to people, but yet at the same time, you need to eat, they need to eat, let's eat together. Right? So do things that are natural to you. If you don't like to play poker, don't set up a poker tournament. Because I'm like, what's a pair? I can't tell, right? So I need to be able to enjoy it and be authentic. And then your database, they already know and like you, and now they're going to trust you when you're being authentic. But if you're trying to pretend to be somebody else, if I can't trust you to be who you are, how do I trust you with the biggest transactions of my life? Right? Your true color will show. So back to the long question of why am I running for SAR is to empower our organization. Did you know we are the most diverse board in Northern California? We're not predominantly Asian like the Bay Area or anything. We're such a good melting pot. And KW hasn't have a whole lot of presence besides Stephen and Judy Covington at the board. And I was challenged like, hey, you're successful. Show us you care. Show us you want to give back. And honestly, I was asked a long time ago, and I didn't feel I was ready because I was building myself. I was building my business. I see too many times agents fall into that and want to, be on this committee, be on that committee, and volunteer and everything else. I'm like, which of your schedule is a money-making activity? I think there's a food on the table, but I also started the business with young kids. I started the business when my daughter was 3 months old. So I need to put food on the table. I need to spend time with them. And if you're a mother or a parent, you know the struggle of mom guilt, right? Okay, I need to provide, but I need to make money. I need to make a name for myself. I need to, and then all these expectations. And I kept thinking, if I were a man, none of this would be an issue. I'd be going to work, come home, bring home the bacon, and I'm doing like everyone, right? But if someone's like, okay, literally, you know what's happening now, but I literally brought the breast pump to the office, shut the doors, closed the blinds, and made milk and bought a refrigerator to do that, because I didn't want to run home. So you have options. You have to be able to overcome your so-called obstacle to do that.
So only 10% vote, how do they vote? So you're gonna get an email?
You're gonna get an email starting July 17th, and it's July 17th through August 1st. Only realtors are allowed to vote, so our strategic partners and lenders, you can't. When you get that email, click on the link and find Connie Van and click on her name, on my name.
Are we all agree to get that link, get in there and vote for Connie Van today? Stick around again, we have the booth, but everyone enjoy sitting together. Thank you, Connie, for everything. I've had a great team meeting. That's the fun of us from home, so.